I know you're hurting since the recent deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and 1 week ago, George Floyd. I'm hurting too. I've really been struggling with what to say since watching the footage of the arrest of George Floyd. I know that many of you have been struggling too. My struggle hasn't been because I'm unclear about what I saw, because I'm not. I saw George Floyd die at the hands of a police officer, and I saw others watch it happen. It wasn't necessary and it cannot be justified. Those officers took away the basic human rights of another person. That's unacceptable. And having seen far too many cases of police officers dishonoring the badge, like we saw in Minneapolis this week, we must start saying loudly that we won't continue to tolerate the behaviors of officers or agencies that damage what we've built. We've developed policies that seek to preserve the humanity of every individual. This is essential if we are to successfully serve all members of our communities, and it's also consistent with our oath. Our officers do important work in our communities. They change tires, deliver babies, buy groceries for those who cannot. They bring justice to those who require it. We've challenged our officers to make every encounter one where each individual is respected and valued. I've got a number of questions the last few days about what we're doing in Chapel Hill to ensure that we are protecting everyone equally. We've worked hard to develop policies that require the use of body cameras. We conduct all of our practical training with the overarching principle of de-escalation in mind. We publish a quarterly report that contains important data, desegregated by race and ethnicity, about our enforcement activities. In our community, we have a community policing advisory committee that meets regularly to help us think about ways to keep the focus on racial equity in everything we do. In speaking with fellow law enforcement leaders across the state over the last few days, we all agree that we must call out our injustices when we see them. And we agree that we must continue to acknowledge the structural racism that exists in our country and continue to examine and address it in policing as an institution. Our communities deserve it, and to police officers everywhere, remember that your honor and your badge require it. While these steps are essential, we also know that we can and must do more. You have our commitment that we will continue our efforts to build racial equity in our community. Thank you.